placed everything on hold because claims that she had a scandalous relationship with Nigerian singer Jim Jones have caused such intense unrest in reality TV and hip-hop circles that the internet is spinning. Veteran and longtime fiancée Chrissy recently. Lampkin confronted Brooke Bailey. Yes, the firecracker owned by the basketball wife. It was not a private altercation. According to insiders, Jim left in a way that has never been seen before. Words flew, accusations were made public, and Brooke returned, furious. And what set him off? Leaked photos, alleged emails, and industry insider rumors all implied that Brooke wasn't just hanging around. She was actively engaged in adultery. Jim's world was stressful due to the drama. Social media usage is skyrocketing. The story of betrayal is getting out of control, and supporters are picking sides. Was Brooke truly apprehended? Doing this Nigerian superstar? Or is this just another case of messy rumor spreading? And why would Jim feel the need to confront her in public? Of all people, this face-off is actually more juicy, darker, and more ugly than anyone could have imagined. And the repercussions are just beginning. To understand why Jim Jones blew off with Brooke Bailey over this alleged relationship with a musician from Nigeria, as this interaction was not accidental. Years of strife, betrayal, and damaged reputations culminated in this. Let's start with Jim Jones. Jim is considered a legendary figure in hip-hop, Harlem for a long time, a hustler, a distraught soldier, and the man who always stood by Chrissy Lane. Their partnership has been the cornerstone of Love and Hip Hop New York since its early seasons. Chrissy begged Jim in public in 2011 to marry her on national television, a bold move that defied gender stereotypes and attracted attention from around the world. The admirers were positive that they would soon get married, but more than 10 years later, Jim still hasn't married her. Chrissy has been distressed not simply by the rejection, but his followers have also accused him of betraying her. Greetings, Brooke Bailey. Basketball spouses are aware of Brooke's reputation, which has always been a mix of bluntness, chaos, and beauty. She has been associated with NBA stars and entertainers, and she has even been accused of stirring up scandal to further her power. Whether you like Brooke or not, he thrives on controversy. Despite the fact that she has undergone multiple identity changes, her name is consistently involved in scandals. Therefore, when these two universes collide, you have a keg of powder that is ready to blow up. There were rumors that Brooke was spending too much time with a young Nigerian artist who is well known for both his music and his high-profile collaborations. Investigators using social media were able to piece together suspicious Instagram postings, matching jewelry, and flying patterns. Fans began to question whether Brooke and this singer were more than simply friends, when they were significantly more at start. The rumors, screenshots of purportedly flirtatious late-night texts, and hazy pictures of Brooke cuddling up to the singer backstage at a recent show were all disregarded before the releases. Insiders said that suddenly, it was more than rumors. The narrative was altered. After Brooke Bailey was allegedly involved in an affair, many were searching for explanations. But why was Jim Jones worried? This is when history comes into play. According to insiders, Jim has consistently defended Chrissy's standing and his close friends. Although they are not related by blood, Brooke has been associated with the same social circles. The rumors that he was having an affair with someone connected to reality TV set Brooke off Jim's group while amusing a different individual. For him, it went beyond infidelity rumors. In addition to Jim's personal troubles, it was a disgrace to his loyalty ethic. Chrissy has endured years of accusations that he is cheating, and he has a history of being suspected of cheating. Fans quickly pointed out the irony. Jim accuses Brooke of adultery, despite his own dubious past. However, insiders claim that Jim's fight had nothing to do with being hypocritical. Humiliation was the subject. He didn't want Chrissy's name or his own drawn into yet another turbulent dispute. In contrast, Brooke wasn't exactly beginning from scratch. She has been accused of becoming the other lady, stealing men, and making dangerous connections and behaviors. When a Nigerian superstar, someone with wealth, fame, and global influences included in the story, it attracts attention from around the world. The problem was made worse by social media. Despite neither indicating their location, fan pages started comparing the mysterious tweets from the Nigerian singer and the captions on Brooke's Instagram account side by side. A widely shared post allegedly depicted them in the same hotel at the same time in Dubai. Fans didn't need hard proof. The tale had gained enough credibility by the time Jim stepped in. The internet had already found Brooke guilty. Hip and love-related headlines. Bloggers were talking about Brooke Bailey's Nigerian affair and Hop meets Afrobeat. As the pressure mounted, Jim decided he would not keep quiet. There were other people involved besides Brooke. The public's perception of those implicated in the scandal, pride, and allegiance were all at risk. Jim Jones identified opportunity to deal directly with the issue, and when he did, everyone was taken aback by his response, as Jim chose to discuss it in public rather than in private. Additionally, his remarks turned this rumor into a serious dispute. Finally, Jim Jones could not contain no longer himself. According to insiders, what started off as side comments, blogs, and internet rumors turned into a full-fledged fight in front of multiple witnesses at a Hollywood VIP lounge. After discovering that, according to reports, Jim arrived with his team already hot when Brooke Bailey was inside the premises. As soon as he walked in, the mood became tight. According to witnesses, Jim moved straight by everyone else after giving Brooke a quick glance and leaned in to tell her to quit playing games. The room froze. "You think we don't know what you've been doing?" People took out their phones, as Jim said. "You think this Nigerian boy will keep it quiet? It's already out there." But his tone was so intense that the majority of the video was too unsteady to accurately depict the words. The muted, restrained anger brought on by shame and treachery. Brooke had no intention of giving up. According to reports, she stood up, flicked her hair, and fired back. "First of all, don't treat me like your girl." According to witnesses, "Worry about Chrissy and your mess before you come for me." After just one cue, the entire place was on fire. A few minutes later, repeated gasps and social media went viral. Later, when it became clear that Brooke had involved Chrissy in the conflict, Jim's concerns had expanded beyond Brooke's alleged infidelity. His fiancée was involved in the scandal because of her. The argument grew more heated. Jim said that Brooke had denigrated everyone in their social circles by skulking around with a Nigerian singer who, in his words, doesn't even respect you. Brooke apparently responded to the clapback by saying, "At least he treats me better than half these rappers treat their women. Don't act as though things aren't getting worse for you." That was a really strong clapback. Brooke used it to turn the tables and remind everyone that Jim had a history of alleged adultery. With the hypocrisy in the spotlight, fans of social media swiftly took sides. Some said that Jim had no right to confront Brooke because Chrissy had been the target of rumors about him for years. Others defended Jim, claiming that he was upholding loyalty and respect among their collective. But the initial shocking revelation in the alleged leak fundamentally altered the trajectory of events. Screenshots of direct communications between Brooke and the Nigerian singer were allegedly released by the gossip site just hours after the confrontation. The texts weren't just flirty, they were explicit. "Can't wait to see you again. Last night was unforgettable," the singer allegedly stated, to which Brooke allegedly replied, "You already know I'm happy." The screenshot went viral. The internet collapsed like wildfire, and fans are scrutinizing every aspect. "Oh, I'm risking everything for you," Brooke quickly wrote on Instagram. "Fake. Don't." Blogs doubled back, saying the comments came from a confirmed insider close to the singer. But her denial did little to stop the onslaught. "Believe the falsehoods. You guys are so desperate to see me down." Twitter threads dissected timestamps. People connected the singer's posts to her enigmatic Instagram captions, and Brooke was seen out for 2 nights. He just acknowledged that the Nigerian singer in the center of the scandal didn't make it any better, tweeting something cryptic rather than denying anything. One of the most popular tweets was, "Risking it all, sis." Indefinitely, Chrissy Elkin said nothing at all, neither posts nor declarations, while he fueled the fires with a single word that led followers to think the romance was genuine. Fans conjectured that she was humiliated in private while Jim confronted Brooke in public, which exacerbated the situation. Some fans even questioned whether Jim's rage was actually a response to Brooke's actions or if he was merely protecting Chrissy from yet another embarrassing controversy in the long run. Witnesses claim that as Brooke clapped back, Jim pounded the table and remarked, "This ain't over." The altercation did not end with words, "Back at the lounge. Please don't require me to provide the receipts." Please don't require me to provide the receipts. Everyone was in a frenzy at that last comment. What were Jim's receipts? Did he have proof that would prove Brooke's defeat, or was he just bluffing? The blogosphere had already declared the evening to be among the most bizarre. By the time dawn arrived, the headlines read, "Brooke Bailey vs. Jim Jones, one of the year's biggest clashes. A controversy involving infidelity in Hollywood breaks out." Fans were screaming for Chrissy to speak up and speculating about Jim's possible receipts, holding while waiting for the Nigerian singer to affirm or deny. Then the suspense built like clockwork. "You guys think the direct messages are crazy?" hinted another gossip page. Everyone was wondering whether the tape would surface and, if it did, what it would disclose. Whether the video that claims to show Brooke and the Nigerian singer together is authentic. It will not only confirm the suspicions, but also undermine Brooke's denial and take this controversy to new, damaging heights. Something worse about Jim's role in this complicated tale. Or would it damage Brooke's reputation? The fight at the Hollywood Lounge had already sparked a social media frenzy, with the alleged DMs continuing to trend, Chrissy's dead silence, and followers were continuously contesting. But what happened over the next 48 hours converted the story into a full-fledged media circus. The next step, though, was the purported video, which was a blurry preview film that a well-known gossip outlet uploaded on Instagram. The caption read, "Backstage Hotel. You decide," and pictures showed a woman who looked remarkably similar to Brooke Bailey in a dimly lit hotel corridor with a tall man with chic sunglasses standing next to her, his arm around her waist. In a matter of minutes, the video went viral on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Fans slowed it down, zoomed in, and compared the clothing and proof. #Brooke, Exposit. The blogs failed to note that Brooke had worn the exact same dress in a tagged Instagram story earlier that evening, and the Nigerian singer's fans matched the special trainers he had previously displayed in a post. Brooke wrote, "Y'all seriously out here making bogus films to damage me." The visuals were more potent than words, and immediately dismissed the video, labeling it a deep, sad, but the Nigerian singer at the center of it all finally broke his silence with an enigmatic tweet in which she said that she was willing to risk everything, and she did. And fans went berserk. Screenshots of his post were all over time, and details like "you might as well be honest, Brooke sis. Jim was correct all along," and things became much more crazy at this point. According to reports, Jim Jones was not just irritated by Brooke's suspected adultery. According to a second insider report, he was furious because Jim had previously collaborated with the Nigerian artist. The leak also stated that Jim had done business with the singers group. This revelation completely changed the narrative. Fans no longer saw Brooke's alleged affair as a scandal, instead depicting it as a violation of Chrissy's social circle and his own professional standing. Violation of the unwritten rules of hip-hop, such as loyalty, respect, and keeping a small circle. Jim's attitude towards Brooke was no longer just about Chrissy. It had to do with his pride as a man and an artist. Even though Brooke felt his assurance he had been duped multiple times, but he was not going to give up. Instead of backing down, she took the initiative and posted a number of vicious Instagram stories. "You all enjoy making me the antagonist. Don't let Jim fool you." The last line lit a match, officially turning the tables on Jim. "If I really wanted that man, I could have him. When his own home isn't tidy, he worries about everyone else." Fans immediately brought up earlier reports of Jim's own infidelity, which Chrissy had been the target of for years. The argument further polarized the internet, with memes abounding with captions like "Jim out here policing Brooke while Chrissy is still waiting on a wedding ring." Since Jim's relationship with Chrissy was already in disarray, Team Brooke stated that he was a hypocrite and had no right to criticize anyone. Team Jim claimed he had every right to check Brooke for disparaging their group. Another gossip blog revealed what was allegedly a voice clip of Brooke talking to a friend. "We all know what he would be doing," but a voice apparently belonging to Brooke commented. The terrifying revelation that followed caused the fire to erupt into a raging conflagration. "Jim is trying to come at me like I'm dirty," the distorted recording says. "No, Chrissy, she just plays her part." The internet went bananas. What the fans heard stunned them. If this was accurate, Brooke wasn't only defending Twitter was in shambles. And it's absurd that Brooke was pulling Chrissy into this catastrophe. She was dragging Chrissy directly into the fires, implying that she had tolerated Jim's adultery for years. "I don't need to explain anything because Chrissy is guilty. Basically, everyone is cheating. And this has basically turned into a square with receipts for a love triangle." Jim went live again, clearly enraged. His voice screamed, "Don't mention my family name." Brooke is attempting to humiliate herself by bringing her into it. His anger, however, did not calm the tempest. On the contrary, it got worse. If anything, people were making presumptions that Brooke's charges might be valid after all. After all, Chrissy had lived with Jim for decades without getting married and had experienced many public humiliations. Was there anything Chrissy had been dealing with in private all along that Brooke's comments were exposing? The Nigerian musician fanned the flames by sharing an Instagram story of himself getting on a high-end aircraft with the message, "Some things you can't hide forever." Supporters interpreted it as an indication that more evidence, potentially even a full film. By this point, the situation had expanded beyond Brooke Bailey's suspected infidelity and Jim Jones confronting her. Complex scenario involving the reputations of Chrissy, the Nigerian singer, and everyone in their social circles. Another source revealed that there was a second lengthier movie that left nothing up to the audience's imagination just when they thought it couldn't get much darker. The upcoming leak promised to be a career-ending, and the Nigerian singer hinted at more shortly. If revealed, Brooke's denials wouldn't be damaged, it would completely demolish her image. As a result, the internet, the culture, didn't only watch when the video teaser was posted and Brooke's furious rebuttals surfaced online. It prepared itself if the initial clip made many gasp. The storm was not ended. As fans knew, it was only the beginning. The incident quickly transformed from a turbulent argument to one of the year's most talked about stories, taking over every podcast, social media site, and celebrity group chat. It was a battleground on Twitter. Meanwhile, hashtags like #BrookeExposed, #JimIsBrooke, and #Chrissy should be more popular. One widely circulated tweet claims that Jim is angry about Brooke, but he still won't. The numbers don't add up. The Nigerian singer's Instagram photos and Brooke's alleged hotel footage were compared side by side by creators. Another criticized Brooke deepfake, saying, "We recognize those shoes, girl." On TikTok, own it. Brooke was married to Chrissy after 20 years. A video titled CSI TikTok, Brooke Edition gained 5 million views in a single day, and Instagram wasn't any better. The admirers slowed down the footage, matched outfits, and even paid attention to mirrors and reflections. Images of Jim in a foul temper with comments like "I'm worried about Brooke" went viral on memes. While Chrissy was still waiting at the altar, Brooke could not help but react when she came across another post that contained the derogatory term, 50 Cent. He posted a grainy video with the caption, "Jimmy better." The comment section went crazy. "Pay attention to Chrissy before he plays relationship police." Cardi B, who is frequently vocal, tweeted, "I don't like women destroying other women, but if you're guilty, you're guilty." Her statement garnered hundreds of thousands of likes, but it also provoked a backlash from Brooke's supporters who said Cardi was taking "never believe a smile with a passport stamp on it." Fabulous dropped a little shade in his own way by using his Instagram story to display a strange bar. "Don't drag Chrissy in the dirt because you got caught up." Supporters instantly connected it to Brooke's alleged extramarital affair. Yan Dandy Smith, a former student of hip-hop and love, commented on Instagram, stating, "This isn't adorable. Keep our sisters safe while holding them responsible." As well, Kamala merely left a comment beneath a blog post. Fans speculated that she knew more than she was revealing after hearing that one word. Wow. Meanwhile, industry-wide insiders were whispering that promoters were feeling nervous. According to a brand contract, Brooke's skincare promotion has been put on hold until things are resolved. Another said that questions had fully taken precedence over Jim's next performance. About Chrissy, but the replies weren't only directed at Brooke. Chrissy became a big topic once more, and her Instagram was flooded with a variety of fan messages, some pleading with her to finally give up the gym, while others sent prayers and encouragement. One widely shared comment said, 20. The Nigerian musician himself had the most outrageous response of all, "Years without a ring." Outrageous response of all, "Years without a ring."